Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Pushina, thank you for the invitation, together with Holger Heibach and the Konrad Adenauer Foundation, to say Holger and me, we shared the seats of our faction in Bundestag, German Parliament, not in European Parliament. Thank you, Mr. Sokol, Member of European Parliament, Foreign Minister, Special Advisor, Excellencies, thank you very much. You allow me, after this historical embedding of this situation we have today, to come with some few sentences to this. Mr. Granic, may I address you? Me as a young member of German Parliament, the first time I had the honor to come to the new Foreign Minister of the Republic of Croatia in 1993. In the preparation, they said, look, this is a university professor of medicine. He is accustomed, and this is what I learned, what are you doing, indeed, to be very precisely, to look in the body, where is the disease coming from and how could it be healed. And may I say that I got the impression that you understood your work in this very way. There have been, and you described this now in the last 15 minutes, I think we have had a situation about Western Balkans as a whole, where the Central Europeans and the Western Europeans did honestly not know that much about. They knew about Dalmatia, about wonderful seashore sites at the Adriatic Sea, and they had some fair impression about what Yugoslavia was about, but let me say there as well you could learn that some good propaganda machinery of Josip Broz as well probably paint a picture which was not in every case really the right one. But basically the question was, and this was exactly in the time of Foreign Minister Mate Granic, and in the years to come, how should this state, or this union, this Federal Republic, Socialist Republic, being reset after this dramatic change and the fall of the Iron Curtain in Europe, where my country profited so much, as we just 2 days ago, had the luck to remember 33 years ago the reunification of our country. How could we, and this was among others as well my approach, how could we deny to other people their right of self-determination if we just have made peacefully out use of it? So it came to the former Yugoslavia, as it was called, what to do. There were some people, and I remember very much in these times, telling me, you Germans, and they had right, you Germans, you were not very accustomed in foreign politics, but you should not underestimate the need for keeping everything together. And our impression was this cannot be decided in Brussels, in Washington, or anywhere. This has only to be decided with the people themselves. And instead of our experience, unfortunately, these countries and you had go through a harsh war time, with a lot of losses, cruelty, and like Minister Granic referred to genocide in Srebrenica or Tochavi. So there was a need, understanding that there should and has to be an understanding that Western Balkans is an integrated part of Europe. And this is nothing else. This is not something you can dispute whether you want or not. No, This is an area where invitation has to be given, and where we have some reason that there's a need to assist and to. And in these years, 1991, 1992, where some, I had the honor to be with them, worked in promoting these. I remember having a motion in my party, I think, Gordon, you know it very well, in 91, where 4 people, that was my colleague Hartmut Koschik, Bernd Posselt, and Otto von Habsburg and me, where we said we want to have the right for the self-determination in Ljubljana for the Slovenians, in Zagreb for the Croatians, and in Sarajevo for Bosnia-Herzegovinians. So I think this was the first step, and then it was to be seen how complicated things are. And those who have been accustomed to understand, like the first conference in Brioni in 1991, managed to think that there is a need for having a protection of minorities, of multi-ethnic states. We learned, with all the findings of the Commission of Monsieur Badinter, that Europe is indeed a place where we have managed, after harsh experiences, that there should be a way of protecting minorities. If you look to southern Tyrolia, Alto Adige, or whatever, and other places. But we have not had this experience and learning how to manage the peaceful and constructive living together, as you refer to, of 3 constituent people and of others. So this was a challenge, and I felt the first time, I have to say, when I had to attend and was on the way to attend to observe the referendum in Bosnia-Herzegovina in 1992, where the proposal of Alija Izetbegović was to have this, the future of the Republic. And the non-participation of a lot of Serb citizens, and my feeling coming back to say there has to be done a little bit more to have an integrative approach. This needs a basis of understanding, of commitment, but as well needs a preparedness to respect that in a democracy we can have, on the one side, some ethnic identity to be conserved, not allowing that this is would affect the individual possibilities and of every citizen. So I think there remains, I think, a lot of things to do. Foreign Minister Jilic Radman has referred to this famous case, Sejdić-Finci, and to some others. Recently, we had another decision of the European Court of Human Rights. I am not here on the details to comment on decisions. I think basically they all are following the idea of democracy and equality. I think we have as well to work to get this transformed into a structural working system which is accepted by everybody. It's not, the one thing is just to tell what should be. We are on the way to try to make it manageable and workable, and I think this is what is coming. European Union, the promise of European Union was not very specified up to Thessaloniki in 2003. I remember voices after the access of Slovenia and Croatia to European Union. Slovenians managed a little bit to be not very highly discussed in Croatia, and some said, okay, we know you are going for these countries and have some promotion, but Croatia would be the last. How can we say? And I remember very much in these times, in my party, my Prime Minister Edmund Stoiber, and in Germany, then Chancellor Helmut Kohl, and then later Angela Merkel, to say we have to go for more. So I think we could show that this is a success story. I would not think that all Croatians have the idea that it's easy to become a member of European Union, but this was never promised. It's a lot of work to be done. If those are thinking it would be as well equally, should I say, easy or manageable with Bosnia-Herzegovina, feels that things are a little bit more complicated. So, Holger, the founder, the name giver of your foundation, Konrad Adenauer, who said, simply, things basically are simple. What is simple? Simple is that Bosnia-Herzegovina, like Northern Macedonia, like Montenegro, like Albania, like Serbia, like Kosovo, that they have an access to European integration because they are part of us. And especially in the situation, the geostrategic situation, where we do not know who wants to influence with which means. And some glimpse we have seen in Kosovo just 2 weeks ago, that it's better to fix the building and around to be against a lot of storms probably which would come to be able to withstand. So it is a need to go ahead. I thank for the initiative of the Friends of Bosnia-Herzegovina, of Croatia, and I think 6 other countries are in preparation of the summit of European Union. Talking about the special problematic situation, we all know that this is complicated, especially because in the 2 entities there is some dominating situation in one entity which is not constructive to following the requirements of European integration. And we have to show that this is not acceptable. And we have to show that we do not tolerate. This means that we have to talk about step-by-step approach for the European Union, and that we should, and this is the probably the difference to it's the difference to other integration and enlargement work. In Bosnia-Herzegovina, you referred to the Dayton Treaty. Mate Karnic himself knows very well about how it came together. This is the basis to, in this time, to finish the bloodshed and the terror. And it is a basis for the future. We feel somehow we have to add something. By the way, this is why my position has been created, and which is an ad hoc position. And if any, at the time when there will be the invitation for the solemn opening of putting the Bosnian flag in Brussels, in the building of the council, together with all others which are in now, I think my position will be off. It will be not longer necessary. But those who are thinking, well, just let them go and make a system of round table talks, I think they are a little bit over expecting reasonability of all players in this country. So yes, we have made a good success. Yes, I think functionality is back, especially in the federation, but as well in the State Council of Ministers. have the honor to see you, Deputy Foreign Minister Burkic, that this is indeed, you're doing a lot. Thank you for implementing things. But there remains a lot of things to be done. And we should come to understanding, if I have seen that these 7 promoters, which they should not be the only, they are focusing on the toolbox. Yes, we need a toolbox where we have a lot of requirements of European integration, referring to the 14 priorities of the year 2019. And we know that they are not yet all fulfilled. There is progress, and this is especially in the last year, but there has to be done a lot more. And this can only be done in an understanding that there's a commitment to prepare this country in a political acquis of European Union to stand together. So I think we should have an understanding in developing these issues that there is a need for a step-by-step approach. What does this mean? Not extending like in the time of Thessaloniki, now 20 years ago, but in between. I think, by the way, I'm not allowed to speak on behalf of the European Union, so I'm speaking on behalf of my experience. We need some process and some effects for the people. They want, after 20 years of promises, they want to see that there is more coming. If you tell them there has come already a lot, if you see what the European Union is investing, and hopefully there will be more money available. But this is not only about money. This is about having a safe environment, having state of law, and this is where the state itself has to work on it, not only European Union. Sometimes I feel that some have the idea, just put it on the Brussels guys and they will do it. No, Tour is Agitur. It is your case. You have to work and you have to talk. I think there's a need to have the spaces, and there is a need to look for a step-by-step success, that people get acquainted again, that the idea of European integration is not a theoretical or theological issue. The theological issue should be better left to the church, but just a pragmatic approach, and this is what we should go for. The toolbox includes not only carrots, it includes as well sticks. Unfortunately, my position is more equipped with sticks instead of carrots, but I am prepared to contribute to this toolbox in the best sense of integration of Bosnia-Herzegovina as a future member of European Union. Thank you very much.